Alright, first of all, greetings. Assalamu alaikum, welcome, welcome, namaste, hola, bonjour, respect, and how you doing? I think everybody's included there, yes. Alright, first of all, I'm the little freestyle poem, yeah? This is like the bit of the conference where you have to wake up now, yeah? Alright, food soon come, half an hour then food come, alright. Just to ask you, do you all remember your own names? Yeah. Yes, if not, you ask to put, who am I, yeah? This is like a hip-hop register, a little freestyle rhyming thing. None of this posh business like, hello, yeah, none of that. You have to be a little bit urban, a little bit like, yo. Even the policeman, brap, yeah, something like that, perhaps. Alrighty? Poem goes like this. I got poetry, sometimes it rejoices. Poetry to say respect to voices for choices. Poetry that goes with a lyrical flow. Respect to Matt, Julie and Joe, the PCSO. Poetry for the lessons that I taught. I read something out there about Bromford support. Poetry for that look up on your face. We're all gonna get washed up at Bath Place. I wanna hear poetry, quiet like a mouse. Poetry for you learning in a life house. Poetry. Orbit. What rhymes with orbit? Schnorbits. That dog, innit? That big dog, short, anyway. I want to hear poetry. For the first time I got caught, I should have wore armbands for floating support. Poetry. So listen to what I gotta say. You know, life doors open up in the doorway. I want to hear poetry for the bad and the good. Respect to the lady who's paying me, that's Trisha Wood. I want to hear poetry. I want to hear poetry cool like a fridge. I'm gonna say good morning to GM Bridge. Someone's forgot their name. Oh, hello, yes, that's you, yes, hello. I want to hear poetry with a little bit of squeeze. Poetry for way ahead, someone called Louise. Poetry for everything you deserve. Poetry for cake, char, from people serve. I want to hear poetry. Gardner. Forget Gardner. I want to hear poetry to execute a warrant. Poetry for ACL from Lynn Farrant. She's skiving already, man, signed in God. She's around Leamington shopping. I want to hear poetry for the bad and the good. Poetry for the staff here, Lisa Atwood. Poetry for non-existent World Cup wins. Someone from ACH, that's Nicola Tamkins. I want to hear poetry, said it once, said it again. Scribbled where you're from, but your name's Heather Payne. I want to hear poetry, all the way from Sweden. Don't know where you're from, but your name's Tom Eden. I want to hear poetry, too hot to handle. Standing in the doorway, that's Mr. S. Randall. I want to hear poetry for a non-stop talker. I'm gonna say good morning to Mr. A. Walker. Poetry. Because I can really ramble. You think I can't rhyme with Angelica Campbell? Some names are hard today, man. I want to hear poetry because I said thank heavens. Poetry for this lady called Angie Evans. I want to hear poetry. Oh, I can't even read that name, man. Poetry, because I really like Vanilla. I spoke to Paul earlier because he supports Aston Villa. I want to hear poetry with a lyrical flow. I had to share a little laugh with a man called Theo. I want to hear poetry because I'm a non-stop lyrical hammerer. Poetry that says respect to the lady on the camera. Poetry for the chance I just took. 30 minutes later that's going to be on Facebook. I want to hear poetry. For the first time my grandma got me scolded. Some of you are still bored there sitting there with your arms folded. I want to hear poetry. That's the end of that poem, anyway.